Good morning. It's a cloudy day in Gothenburg. And today, Lord and behold, I only have a single meeting with a company I've already talked to a few times. And yeah, it's gonna be hopefully a fairly lazy day today. So, I thought that I'd build on the video that I made yesterday, which was like inspired by these top 10 programming languages to learn videos. And the gist of what I was trying to say is that if somebody's telling you that they know what you should learn or like the top 10 things that you should learn, trust me, there are programmers here in this world that do not know 10 programming languages. I mean, I don't know 10 programming languages well. If you ask me, can you produce code in 10 different languages? I can probably do that, but not well. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk to you about is, in essence, what I think is more important than how many languages you know. So here's my list of not top 10 programming languages to learn, but the top 10 things you should start by learning if you want to be a professional programmer. So, number 1, JavaScript. Who didn't see that one coming, right? And the reason why it is so important is because it will give you the best starting point of any programming language today. If you do JavaScript and you learn that, you're going to learn the basics of programming fairly quickly because it's a very small language. And you are going to be able to start using Node, which is server-side technology, if you want to go that route. Otherwise, you can choose another programming language. And even if you don't like the client and the browser and you don't want to do graphical interfaces, it's still going to be the best starting point because you are going to most likely have to touch it at some point. I don't know any server-side programmer who doesn't at least know the basics of JavaScript. So start by doing that. And I highly recommend going to what is the name? Code Academy. Get an account there. Do their JavaScript course. And if you do that and you want to get more fancy, go to exercism.io. I think they have some really good stuff too. And yeah, start from there. And when you know JavaScript, you learn the next thing, which is learn CSS and HTML. That's 2 things. And when you know these 3 things, you know everything that you need to know in order to build web pages. So after that, it's going to be about learning a server-side language. Or if you're a games developer, this doesn't really apply, but I'm focusing on web because, I mean, you can make browser games with JavaScript as well, but it's a little bit more advanced. So yeah, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, then finally do Node if you want to keep on going with JavaScript. If you don't and you want to be really corporate and you think that, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I want to get a job, like a stable job. Then you do either C# or Java. Those are the 2 safest bets that you can make if you're just in it for job stability. Those are the 2 most stable jobs in general. Anyway, as you may hear, this is a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 items. And nobody's gonna watch a video say top 4 things to learn in 2017. So I'll have to add at least one more thing, right? And that's gonna be learn how to find the solution to your problems. And this is a subtle thing, but it's Googling skills or search engine skills. So it's going to be very important for your development for you to be able to figure out, okay, I go to Stack Overflow, I look at some questions, I find something that's related to the problem that I'm trying to solve, and then I use that sort of thing. That's a really important skill, and that's a good starting point. If you want me to talk about more advanced stuff when you already know some programming, and I'll I'll put together a video about CVs and interviews and that type of stuff in a little while, and then we can take it from there. But start out with these things, and trust me, you will be a professional programmer in no time. I mean, I would even say that if you really want this, you can learn everything you need to know in a year, about a year.